Hi, I'm Tammy O'Brien, and I'm sharing for Tomomi, Mrs. Augustine. She was awesome. I got to work with her for about 3 months, a couple summers ago. Uh, Kind of a long story. I originally met her in 2015. We were doing Trump rallies. She came to my house and we had some lunch, and she was kind of, I think, probably shocked by my 3-year-old and 5-year-old grandchildren running around pretty much terrorizing the place and screaming, yelling, Trump, 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 in circles. And we went out and did some stands in Lord's Valley at the Four Corners and also at McDonald's. And she was very quiet, very reserved, barely spoke English. And yet when she saw these kids running around, she started to get in the spirit and started shouting, Trump, 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 Trump. Yeah, so it was great. And I'm really glad I got to know her then, because she had full everything working, body working. And she was very, very happy person, actually, very internally, like a child almost. And yeah, she loved children, and unfortunately she didn't have children. She wasn't blessed, and I kind of was worried about her. But we finally got together again when she was taking care of Mother Kong, after Mother Kong had been inaugurated as the true mother. She was her caretaker, and I really understand about what it is to take care of somebody when they're elderly. I've done a lot of elder care, and I watched her take care of her because she had had a stroke and it was hard for her to walk, and she was very attentive. She was really, really doing a good job. And I loved Mother Kong too. She was great. She would just say to, like, Ava, I want to see you dance. Please dance every week, every Sunday. So yeah, Tomomi was just very quiet, kind of didn't talk a lot. A lot of it was probably a language barrier, but she was very sweet. And in taking care of her, she never complained. She just, if I forgot something, she would just point it out, like, oh, I need to do this or that exercise, or I'm hungry now, or stuff like that. So she was able to communicate pretty well. And unfortunately, she had had 2 strokes. So the first one, she pretty much left side of her body was paralyzed, and then the second one was a lot of her sight and ability to speak was taken. So in the end, I was trying to get special treatment, like HBOT, it's called hyperbaric oxygen treatment, and kind of do different things. But I had accidentally ended up talking to Marco. I was over at her house, and she wanted to go on a trip to see Victor, and it was just before the Korean tour, and so she got a call from Greg saying, can she come help take care of Tomomi? And she was like, well, Greg, I have plans to come see my son before the Korean tour or whatever. And then she was like hanging up and a little bit upset, and I thought, I've had a lot of experience taking care of elderly people, sick people, whatever. I can do it. Why don't you let me try, and I'll help you out so you can go. And so a couple days later, I got a call from Greg saying, yep, you've been chosen, you're special, you can go take care of Tomomi now. And so it was a challenge. It was actually another German sister and a Japanese sister also taking care during basically 24-hour care. And she was kind of in a bad way. She had a hard time with food. She was, because lying down a lot, it's hard to digest. So she ended up with a bowel obstruction like a month after I had come there. And so she started having to have soft foods, only like liquid foods, which that's a big change. That's a hard thing. So she was doing her best, though. She was doing her exercises every day. She became very strong, very fit. Unfortunately, she had foot drops, so she wasn't able to walk again. And I was really grateful for the opportunity to take care of her. I think she really, was just so alive and wanting to be here, because she really took the mission of being St. Augustine's wife very seriously. And she lived for the opportunity to meet with Hyungjunim and Yeonim when they came to visit her. She was so excited. She just was like a kid in a candy shop. She was just flipping out to have the opportunity to meet with them. So yeah, she's a wonderful sister, and I'll miss her. She's a little younger than me. Her birthday was January 10th, and always thought well of her and always hoped that she would get well. I was kind of praying for that to happen. I always believed that could happen, but anyway, in the next world she'll have more power and do more things. So thank you so much, Tomomi-san. God bless you, Mrs. Augustine. You have a wonderful time on the other side. We'll see you.